What's up, hitting tracks here. Today we're doing SOS by Sos Sza. This is going to be initial album review. What are some of your thoughts on it?
So I've listened a couple times now. It's been out since Friday, so I've had a couple good listens. I am underwhelmed. I'll say that. Um, I was expecting more. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I was just expecting more, and I mean, I've been listening to both Control and SOS. I think they're both basically the same thing. I think if you slapped SOS onto the end of Control, I think it would fit the vibe pretty well. It would fit the concept. It would fit everything. I
I,
think,
I,
in my opinion.
I think the vibes are a little different, but I do agree, like, a lot of the topics are similar. I will say she does dive into some different things on here. Like, she talks about how she, like, changed herself. Like, she got, like, butt implants and stuff like that to make herself better for her ex. Where in the
Hmm.
last one, that wasn't as much of a thing. So it kind of has more like a looking back on it sort of perspective. But yeah, it does feel very like linear, and it doesn't feel like there's like a huge concept. Granted, we
Yeah,
are coming from two albums that have amazing concepts this year, from with "I Didn't Mean to Haunt You" and "Hypochondriac," so that might be part of the reason why we feel this way.
yeah,
But yeah, I would agree that it kind of feels like it's lacking in that category, personally.
yeah. I mean, there were a couple cool things that she did. She had the Morse code in the background of a couple of songs. I believe it was SOS the entire time. Could be wrong, but it was. It was. I think it was cool that it happened multiple times within the album. It happened on the very first song, and then it happened. I don't remember the next time, but it happened a couple times. So, um, I mean, she still sounds amazing. I mean, it's
Yeah,
SZA. Her voice is still incredible.
yeah.
Um, I still love her voice very, very much, but I just think the concept is lacking. Like you said, maybe it's because we're listening to really deep albums, but I mean, I like. She started off with like. She kind of was. I like the way it started off because in SOS the song, she started off with like how she was crying and call, like basically it was like a call for an SOS basically. And when I was listening to it, I was like, okay, cool. So she's like desperate, I need help, blah blah blah. But then she kind of just gets back into like, I wanna, I wanna be in a relationship, but I don't want to commit to it. I want to be in love, but I'm scared of it. It's, and then it's just, I'm embarrassed of you when I'm not in the bedroom with you. It's just like, I, it just lacks, in my opinion, And
Yeah.
she's
And
just not. I don't know. I just can't justify this being better than I hoped it would. I guess is what I'm saying.
fair. Like, she's one of those artists where every single song she releases is really, really good. And I
Hmm.
think that's still true. Like, I personally do enjoy listening to every song
Yeah.
on this album. But yeah, I don't leave the album learning something. I don't leave the album a better person or anything.
Hmm.
Which is upsetting to me, and it is to you as well, because that's the kind
Yeah.
of music that we really like to listen to. And every single time she's released, even with like Control, I was like, I'm hoping she takes that like next like conceptual step. And she may never. Like, that may
Yeah.
not be something that she really desires to do, and that's okay because she's still doing amazing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the production's still pretty good. I think it was a step. I mean, it wasn't a step down. I would say from Control. It just
it was
wasn't.
different on different songs. Like, some songs I really like the
Yeah.
production, some songs it was a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was, but it still fit the SZA vibe.
Yeah.
The vibe that she puts out. But I mean, there was. You know how we were watching the music video for "Shirt" and the No Control license plate?
Yeah.
It actually came out in "Seek and Destroy." She actually mentions No Control.
Oh, okay.
I just thought you
I
would
didn't
know that
catch
because
that.
we were talking about that in the "Shirt" video. So
Okay. That I didn't
yeah,
catch that. That's kind of neat. Yeah.
So there's some concept, I guess, from a music video.
Yeah, I mean there is sort of a concept on this album.
Yeah.
Like it's looking back on a toxic relationship, wishing she didn't do some of the things that she did, wishing that she could
Mm,
be herself, and she kind of feels like she put too much of herself into this person. And when that person left, she kind of felt like she didn't have a personality essentially. Like
yeah.
there is a concept, but it wasn't like it wasn't like
It was a
track after
movie.
track was it wasn't a movie. It wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't anything crazy like that. And that's kind
Yeah.
of yeah. Um,
And I mean, yeah.
I do think
And
the
the
features on this album were really good, personally.
yeah.
Like generally,
Yeah.
features for me can be kind of a sticking point. Every single feature was really good, and then on the song like "Low," the background vocals with Travis, I really enjoyed as well.
Hmm. I think SZA and Travis go really well together.
Same. I've
Yeah.
so far I've really enjoyed every artist he's worked with. Her and
Hmm.
Kendrick, her and Travis, her and um, Isaiah Rashad in the past.
Is there ever shot?
I
Was he?
He wasn't on this one, no.
He wasn't okay. And Kendrick
Um,
wasn't on this one either.
no. I really loved the one with Phoebe Bridgers on this one as well.
Hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Want to talk about some of your favorite tracks?
Favorite tracks. I wrote them down. All right. Um. I threw these in 1 to 5 order. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. This is obviously just like was I got off the top of my head, and I was kind of like, you know what? These are 5 songs that I enjoyed. Not sure if these are like solid 1 through 5,
Okay.
but nevertheless, "Conceited" was my number one. I like that song.
Interesting. All right.
Hmm. "Notice Me" was 2. "Shirt" was 3, which maybe is just because we've heard it already, and I'm already like I'm familiar
Comfortable
with
with
it.
it.
But it's also good. It's a good song though at the same time.
It's pretty good.
"Snooze" at number 4, and then "Too Late" at 5.
All right. We have none of them the same. Not a
Interesting.
single one.
Okay.
My number one is Ghost in the Machine. I really, really like
Ooh.
that one.
Okay.
Probably not objectively the best song on the album, but it's right up my alley personally. I really liked how SZA and Phoebe Bridgers worked together. That was kind of when I saw that, I was like, that'll be interesting, and I thought it was done incredibly. Number 2 is Special. That's probably objectively the best song in my opinion on the album. Like the stuff that she was talking about was the deepest. It's probably
Mm.
like the most emotional track on the album, and it's kind of like the pinnacle in a way. When I talk about this album with a lot of friends at work, that's usually the one that comes up the most, is that track. And I've
Okay.
talked
Okay.
with this album quite a bit with people at work. This has probably been one of the albums that have been discussed more so than many others in the past year. It's been like this and Mr. Morale, which
Yeah,
is
I just feel like
interesting.
SZA is a very well-known artist, so
Yeah, and
more people would know.
everyone likes her,
Yeah.
so it's nice. Number 3, I'm going with Kill Bill. I liked that one. It was a little bit weird. I liked that.
Yeah, I can see why you like that one. You like the whole like killing the entire family type songs, like
Yeah,
Kodaka
yeah.
and all that stuff. So I understand it.
Um, Number 4, I have Blind.
Yeah.
I liked that
Yeah.
one. And then number 5, I have I Hate You, which is the one that came out like in the summer. I did enjoy that when it came out, and I still really do. And then number 6, I had Low. That one's just kind of like an honorable mention. And I really, like, first listen to that was the song that stood out to me. But as I've
Mhm.
listened to more, it's kind of faded away a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you
Nice.
thinking out of 10 on this one?
Um, Probably a 6, maybe 5.5. I don't know. Nothing too crazy, you know.
Valid? Yeah, I was thinking 6, 6.5 on this one, personally.
Okay.
Maybe a
Okay.
7 on a good day, but
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't know if it would. I don't know if it would crack 7 for me. I don't think so.
fair, fair. All right, well, thank you for watching. What did you think of this album? Why are we wrong? I'm sure we're probably more not into this album as many of you guys are.
Hmm.
Let us know what we missed. What's your favorite track? What is your favorite thing about the album? What's your favorite feature? All of that. Let us know. Start
For
a
sure.
conversation in the comments. Deuces.